everyone, welcome in this new video. I'm going to build a jet engine and at the end I want to use it to power my bicycle. So the main idea is very simple. Heat the compressed air by burning fuel, increasing the temperature and as well the volume. Basically, by doing that, the engine should produce more thrust. So this is the turbine I will use as a compressor. To make it work like a real jet engine, I need to build a combustion chamber and an adapter to connect all the components together. So let's start building the combustion chamber. So this is the combustion chamber. Now I have to print an adapter to connect all the components. The adapter is ready, so I can secure it on the combustion chamber. Everything fits perfectly, so now let's move on the test. Actually, it works really well, but I found a problem. Because this turbine is designed to move a large amount of air, but not to make pressure. So the combustion chamber slows down the airflow instead of accelerating it. Now I have to design a new turbine, one that can generate at least a small amount of pressure. I want to use the engine of this turbine because it is extremely powerful and it can reach up 55,000 RPM. So now I have to model it on Fusion 360. The printer have finished, so now I can assemble all and I can test it. Now it works really better than before, because all the gas burn inside the combustion chamber instead outside, like in the first version, where a lot of gas was wasted. I think the compressor is working pretty well now, because it's producing at least a small amount of pressure. However, a radial turbine like this needs to speed at around 80,000 RPM to reach a good efficiency and move a large amount of air. Because of that, I'm going to design a new turbine. I've decided to go with an axial turbine, combined with a stator, to improve both efficiency and pressure without reducing the airflow. Using an axial turbine also makes sense, because it's the standard design used in the most turbojet engines. I want to reuse this engine with its propeller. I'm only changing the support. Now I'm going to design and 3D print a new one, with a stator integrated directly into the support. The 3D printer have finished, so now I can mount the engine into the new component.
I live in everything like the catcher in the ride. I feel I'm on a road, stop standing in my way. All our little mind games want to
Okay, I think now it's perfect, because it produces a small amount of pressure while still pushing a big quantity of air. So now it's the time to test it. The compressor is actually pretty good, but instead of the air entering in the first part of the combustion chamber, it crashes into the top section. So I designed a new support that directs the air exactly into the first part of the combustion chamber. This way the air can also enter through the first holes. Now I'm going to quickly print it, assemble everything and test it. Alright guys, we are almost done. Now all the gas burn inside the combustion chamber, only a small amount burn outside. That's because the injector is positioned right in the center of the combustion chamber. So now I'm going to make a few small adjustments to the combustion chamber and the injector to improve the performance a bit more. Okay, I made a new combustion chamber with a precise calculation for the diameter and the size of the holes. I also built a new injector that allows a better mixing between the gas and oxygen. Now it's time to mount everything on my bicycle and test it. Actually, the jet engine works really well, because the combustion chamber increases the thrust from the compressor, but a small engine like this can't move a bicycle. Anyway, that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment and subscribe.